Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a Truder. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Well, last time we made it here, to the Dwarven Underground, and, okay, we kind of started getting involved in their politics, which is fine, but, I have realised something that I may have been slightly sleeping on for a while. You see, I've got these things called companions, alright, and I've grown slightly fond of some of them, but, can't help but notice I've only actually picked up a single mission from my companions, and I'm guessing they've all got one. And we're kind of barreling pretty fast down the main plot right now. Alright, I've got myself a political solution in waiting. I'm building my armies, we're 2/3 of the way there with that, so I feel like we should probably take a bit of time to make sure we've actually, you know, kept our companions happy. Because at some point, if they're not happy, they might leave, or swap sides, or stab me. Because I was kind of assuming you'd need to be like, you know, nearly maxed out happiness or something, before they'd be willing to share missions with you. But, no. Someone in the comments did mention, yeah, you need to be like, you know, the tiniest bit, fond of each other to pick up the missions. So me and Alistair, we've had our differences, yes, mainly about me making certain historical references to Templar scum and liberate the Blood Mages, but I'm over that now, alright, I see the truth. When you see a Blood Mage, you just stab them because it's faster than waiting for them to summon a whole pile of monsters, then you have to stab them and the monsters. It's just more efficient if you shoot them on sight. So, yes, apparently plus 36 is more than enough for Alistair to start opening up to me. I've just been kind of holding off speaking to him because I thought, well, you know what? He's not into plus 50 or 75 or 100 or whatever. No. Apparently, I should just speak to Alistair. Because he might actually be... Actually, he's right here. Alistair, do you want to chat, mates?
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Okay, just out of interest, Alistair, how many weeks in-game have you been sitting on this request? Because you could have just said to me, hey, could I talk to you for a second? Like in Knights of the Old Republic, your companions have no problem whatsoever just stopping in the middle of the street and suddenly staring at you so the subtitles can declare, oh, so-and-so looks like they've got something to say. But no, apparently Alistair has just been keeping this to himself, waiting me to speak to him, which I wasn't doing, so I thought he didn't like me. So, okay, I feel like we're at cross purposes here, Alistair, so what do you need me to do? And also, that's true. You've been part of the Grey Wardens, and before that, the Templar, so... Okay, I don't mean to be mean, but how precisely do you have friends?
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But, after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Okay, so the woman in Redcliffe, she had multiple children. I assume, given you just said half-sister, you're the only one who's the son of a king. She was the daughter of somebody else, but we don't know who. So, okay. Is there any particular reason you wouldn't have just, you know, sent her a letter then?
No. I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know. Her name is Goldanna, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Okay, hang about. We know that name. It was in his vision, inside the Fade, so aha! Except wait, if you never met her, how did you have a vision of her? In fact, okay, I can't remember what she looked like in the Fade, but it would be hilarious if she looks nothing like her version in the Fade, because he was just creating an ideal scenario of, yeah, her inviting him to Christmas dinner with her 2 children. So, okay, we'll see if the real her's anything like that. Okay, as I say, I'll be back to solve your political problem in probably several weeks, to be honest.
You do not truly think I look as my mother does, do you?
Have you really been thinking about that all this time?
I am simply curious.
And not insecure in the slightest, I'm sure.
I think I look nothing like her.
I don't know. Give it a few hundred years and it'll be a spot-on match.
I said that I look nothing like her.
All right, got it. Totally different. I see that now.
Okay, am I the only one who's actually starting to want to see Alistair and Morrigan getting together? Because I'm starting to want to see Alistair and Morrigan getting together. Okay, back at camp. Let's just tick them off and see who we can and can't help out. Alistair, we've now got a mission from you. Shale, you're still neutral, so we're going to need to find some more paintings to feed to you yet. Morrigan, got your mission ongoing, need to go kill a dragon. Okay, Wynne might like me enough, we're ready to open up with her a little bit. And Leliana's already told me all about her backstory and she adores me, but she's not willing to tell me anything else, so we might be waiting for, like, an event in the plot before that can progress any further. And Zevran is... Aha! Zevran's warm. So, okay, I should speak to Zevran and Wynne, and... Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot Sten existed. Alright, Wynne, I'm gonna be honest, I have kind of been ignoring you a large part of the time, and that is mostly because you don't stand right by the fire, so I kind of forget you're there. Also, I like Morrigan as a major better than you, so I'm sorry I've been ignoring you.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Also, I'm sorry I gave you the outfit that's blatantly meant for Morrigan, but I just find it amusing that Morrigan is dressed up all formally in a silly hat, and you're wearing the Jacint garment with the massive boob window. I enjoy that hugely.
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
Okay, this conversation is 10 times more hilarious as she's just sitting there with a massive boob window. I love it. So, I bet there's still some life in those old bone jet. In fact, hang on. Could I romance Wynne? Is that allowed?
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time. But there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
Okay. When she says old, yeah, do mages, like, live a really long amount of time? Because that mage you ran into in the forest, what was his name? The guy who did the blood magic werewolf curse, he kept himself alive so long, his followers thought he was, you know, undying, but he wasn't. He was just, you know, keeping himself going along with magic, so... okay. Is it possible Wynne has actually been playing with some magic she's not supposed to keep herself around? Because, I mean, yeah, same deal with Flemeth.
I remember a tale that was told to me many years ago.
Okay, just carrying on with Wynne here. Apparently she knows an old story about the Grey Wardens.
The Blight had ravaged the land for months, and the armies of the great kings had amassed for one last stand. As the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned in the dark sky above, it illuminated a vast, seething horde of darkspawn, with the archdemon at its head. And it was then, when courage seemed to fail, and all lost to death and despair, that the Grey Wardens came. They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums, and stood before the armies of men.
Okay, nobody mentioned winged steeds to me. Where do I get a winged steed?
Yes, griffins. Now listen to the rest of the story. The Grey Wardens, grim and fearless, marched forth, ever between the men and the encroaching darkspawn. They formed a shield of their own bodies and held that line until the archdemon was dead, and the last darkspawn lay trampled in the dirt. And then, demanding neither reward nor recognition for their sacrifice, the Grey Wardens departed. When the clouds finally rolled back, and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they had lost no men, and none of their blood had been spilled.
Okay, but, can we please focus on where do I get a griffin? I want a griffin. And yes, this is just a general fable, isn't it? It's not about any particular blight or battle. It's just about, hey, Grey Wardens are notoriously selfless.
You are observant. This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about them all. They have always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses so we do not have to. People may have forgotten over the centuries, but nothing has changed. This knowledge has been blessing and burden to Grey Wardens past, and now it shall be your blessing and your burden.
Okay, but, where do I get the griffin from? Well, I've been through the entirety of, yes, every option. Some stuff I already knew, some stuff not so much. But, okay, if she has more she wants to say to me, I'm sure she'll confront me at some point when we're out and about.
I've a question, if I may.
Ah, now Zevran, he's gonna hopefully be much more upfront with what he wants doing.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
You'll just be released. Yeah, your oath expires, you can be on your way, it's fine.
Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
Okay, that seems reasonable. Yeah, if you want to be released, I'll release you.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
Then I suppose I can't really force you to go. So, okay, you can hang around if you want to.
Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Okay, so no quest yet, but he likes me more and more, that's nice. Ah, but crucially, could you teach me to be an assassin and finally unlock the second specialization I actually want?
I suppose the crows are already furious, yes? What harm is another tweak to their nose? If you wish to be trained in the basics of an assassin, I can certainly show you. Or anyone else who is also a rogue. It shall be fun. I will make it fun, I promise.
There we go, assassination. Though, to be honest, based on what Leliana's already told me, shouldn't she kind of already be both bard and assassin? Because clearly she did that sort of work in the old days, so... Okay, fascinating. Can I have that right now, by the way? No, I think I need to wait until I level up again, unfortunately. Though I am pretty close to that, so it should be fine. Oh, that does remind me though. Thank you to the people who let me know. Yes, it's really well hidden, but I had no idea where to check what armor set bonuses were. But yes, you do it by examining the central armor piece. Then the game actually tells you. I had no idea about that. Okay, I was just digging a tiny bit deeper with Zev. And, okay, he was just hinting for a second there was a mission immediately before he came to Ferelden. So, this is interesting. He's been very open and chatty and jovial about the murder so far. All of a sudden, he's clammed up about it.
Nothing that I would prefer to speak of. Perhaps another day, I'm sorry.
Okay, Zevran's got a secret. But again, nothing else, so okay. Wynne and Zevran might at some point approach me, maybe next time I leave then re-enter camp, just to say, hey, remember that conversation we had? Well, actually, but yes, we'll have to see about that in the future. And on top of that, yes, okay, Alistair wants me to go to Denerim. I want to go to Denerim too, because in Denerim, that was where the book to learn how to be a spirit healer was, or wait, was that in Denerim? Or did you guys have that? No, they had the manuals for Templar and Ranger. Don't care about either of them. So, yes, I'm pretty sure I saw this in the maid shop in Denerim. So, okay, time to go to Denerim. Okay, we need a team where the right people might be willing to approach me. So, Alistair,
Yes.
we're going to go to Denerim to say hello to your sister. But on the way, I want to make sure, one, Wynne can speak to me, just in case she needs to open up about a tragic backstory, or about how she's actually a million years old and feels bad about that. And Leliana, you've given me the full tragic backstory, but you haven't actually given me the mission, which I'm going to assume is, hey, we need to go and kill Margarine. So, okay, bring this team along. Somebody is going to have something to say to me at some point or another. Off to Denerim we go, and seriously, this is a long route. So, if anybody needs to, talk to me about their tragic backstory, tragic backstory. And we have got hang about. No, just some basic darkspawn, nothing dramatic here. Everybody just start murdering them. Oh, and you know what? I hadn't thought about this before, but actually, if there's archers up on a hill, wind casting Earthquake up onto that hill is kind of hilarious, because now that's going to mean they're constantly being knocked down all the rest of it. Meanwhile, it doesn't actually interrupt the rest of the battle. That's actually quite good. Oh, hang about. We were just done with the fight and Wynne just fell over.
I fell.
Okay, so I think she's a million years old and starting to feel the effect of it. And we might need to make a heartbreaking decision about whether she's going to keep being a million years old and thus gets to, stay with me and be happy, but something blood magic. Or, alternatively, except she's dying, in which case she'll probably be with us the rest of the game, but we understand in the epilogue she's gonna be dead. So, okay, Wynne, are you a million years old?
For a moment there, I thought it was all over.
Seriously, I just love putting her in the boob window dress. It just makes her dramatic speeches so much better. So, okay, hang about. What's going on? Tragic backstory, please.
Everything. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
Ah, you see, we got ourselves another mission. Right, we're going to open up every mission this episode. It's going to be great. Though I'm kind of committed to going to Denerim now, so I'm not sure we can actually go to the camp at this point. So, okay, we made it to Denerim, no problem. And I've installed the 4 gig patch, so Denerim should not be flickering or exploding right now, so that's nice. Okay, we will get to your tragic backstory in a second. We are dealing with Alistair's today. Ooh, or maybe not, because she lives near the alienage, and last time we were passing through, that was all, locked up. So I don't know... Oh.
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I thought we needed to fight or sneak our way into the alienage, but apparently she lives right here, so that's much easier, and, Alistair seems nervous. Really nervous. Partly because I know from seeing inside your nightmares or dreams or whatever, you've kind of built this fantasy up about, having a family, enjoying Christmas together, nieces and nephews playing on the floor nearby to you, and you don't want to go and be king at all. You just want this little family fantasy you've built for yourself, and this might be a bit of it, but... okay. Not sure this is going to live up to his expectations, but... let's do it.
Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go.
I love Alistair. Alistair's great. He's just the best. Right. Let's see if Goldanna is anything like in his dreams.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. Well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Goldanna? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldanna, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
Okay, I kind of love Alistair's voice actor. Whoever that guy is, he was giving it 110%, and he just gives Alistair so much more personality than the words alone do. It is spectacular voice acting, and I love him. So, okay. He's telling the truth, just listen. You've got the same mother, but unfortunately for you, very different fathers.
Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
Okay, so there's definitely a bit of old resentment to work through here, because yes, I think I'd heard this before, but I'd forgotten Alistair's mother died in childbirth with him. So, yeah, I can see how this woman, back when she was a mere child herself, would be resentful with this information that's just shown up. Especially now he's just shown up wearing the king's armor and has friends and is the hero and is going to be the next king. I can understand how this woman here in Denerim would resent that. Yes. So, how are we going to sort this out? Because it's understandable she would resent him a little bit, at least at first. Alright, that doesn't mean it's justified or good or healthy. But it's gonna take a lot of time before you two could ever build a good relationship, so... Okay. Alistair, how are you feeling about this situation? Let's just talk it out.
And who in the maker's name are you? Some tart, following after his riches, I expect.
Hey, don't speak to her that way. She's my friend and a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Okay. Now, hadn't really considered that explicitly. Obviously, Alistair wouldn't have mentioned it, and no one had any reason to before. But, yes. When the king takes a fancy to one of the serving women in the castle, that might not have been as consensual as I was assuming it was. Right, yes. So that would further reinforce how she wasn't happy if her mother was potentially, you know, even if not directly physically forced, felt socially compelled to just go along with whatever the king wanted and then ended up dead. And then this woman, okay, yeah, this is getting awkward. Okay, let's see if we can use my speech skills to salvage the situation. Okay, he's trying to make amends, like, if you need a bit of support for your children, we can do that. I am very often just swimming in money, but how about before we get to that, we just try and use a bit of persuasion to calm the situation down.
Well, he found it. And what good is that to me? None, that's what. Unless he can see to it that his family lives as it should.
I suppose maybe I could give her some money for my nieces and nephews. 15 sovereigns, maybe? Would you let me give her that?
Okay, I've got 22 on me right now. And honestly, it's not the biggest amount of money in the world. Like, it's a good amount, and I don't feel like she straight away is jumping in being a gold digger or anything. I think she's got a justified level of resentment. this is hardly like, you know, a ridiculous amount. Like, you know, you see stuff in fairly common shops that cost more than that. So I'm not really sure what that translates to in modern money, but it doesn't feel like a ridiculous amount. So I'm going to say yes, and we'll see where this goes. But if she starts coming up with more and more ridiculous demands, then I might have to advise Alistair, yeah, this isn't a healthy relationship, don't try and pursue it.
Then here, Goldanna, take this money. I know it's not much, but...
You, a prince, marching in here with your fancy armor and such, and this is all you got to offer? You must think I'm very stupid.
No, wait, I don't think that at all. I want to help, if I can.
You want to help? You go to whatever high and mighty folks you run with, and you tell them you've got nephews and nieces that aren't living as they've a right to. You do that!
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure that, yes, they've got any actual legal succession rights whatsoever. Just because their mother illegitimately gave birth to a bastard who's going to be made king, that doesn't actually mean, but then again, if he does become king, then at that point, did they... Okay, we'll need to check the rules of succession and whatnot, but... Okay. I can't say this is the family you were searching for. That sounds very mean and sarcastic to say, but it does feel like... Yeah, the resentment is immediately boiling over into, hey, you better set us up in a big house and whatnot, so... Oh, I don't know, but unfortunately, yes, I think that might be true. Had she taken the money, and then we'd come back the next day, and things calmed down a bit, and we'd, you know, hugged it out, that would have been fine. But the fact she's immediately gone from, that's not enough money, buy me a big house... Yeah, I'm sorry, Alistair, I don't see this going in a good direction.
Yes, it really seems that way, doesn't it? I wasn't expecting my sister to be so... I'm starting to wonder why I came.
I don't know why you came either, or what you expected to find, but it isn't here. Now get out of my house, the both of you.
Okay, someone ought to... No, don't kill her! Okay, that's too far. That would definitely be too far. And don't encourage him to kill her either. Let's just go. Maybe we can salvage this a bit. You know, found family rather than blood family. That'd be a good happy ending.
Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. I'm sorry I gave her any money at all. This is the family I've been wondering about all my life? That gold-digging harridan? I can't believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot.
Oh, Alistair. What's the polite way of saying you were both in the wrong there? Because you were wrong to expect that she would accept you without any resentment, and she was wrong to jump straight into, hey, let's get all my children set up properly and live as royalty. So, okay, you don't need her. Yes, you've got others who care for you. That's it, we'll go for found family. That's a nice, easy way of salvaging a happy resolution out of this.
Such as? The only person who ever cared about me was Duncan, and he's gone.
Oh, you great big dumb coconut head. So, I care about you. Yes, let's open this up as an opportunity. Me and you, bloody power couple.
I care about you too. I really do. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Alright, so Alistair... Wow, Alistair +1, and we did actually give up the money, by the way. We didn't get to keep the money just because she wanted a big house. So, okay, the fact she wanted the money anyway and took it, despite saying, ha, this is pitifully little money. How dare you offer me this? And then took it anyway. Okay, maybe he was a bit on the right side in that regard. So, I was about to go shopping, but now I've got no money, so that's unfortunate. Do I have enough left over to buy that book I wanted to buy? No, that cost 15 gold. I tell you what, I wasn't that impressed by the Juggernaut armor, so I'm just going to sell the full set of that. Which does just get me enough for Spirit Healer. Good, because I want Morrigan to have that. Okay, if I need money as well, Blackstone Irregulars did have a bunch of missions. Now, dereliction of duty, I've done that so I can claim the reward, and also, yes, 5 hooded couriers around Denerim. I'm literally in Denerim right now. So, I'll just go and hand notes to all of them. I think I did one who was over here previously. The rest were just in the various back streets. So, I'll just go and, yeah, speak to all of them. No trouble. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I was just looking for the couriers, and I came to one of the back streets, and the game has informed me that notes from dead or terrified adventurers have directed me to this unassuming door. They didn't. This was by mistake. But the house is marked with the initials VM. So, there's no answer, but... Who the hell is Gaxkang and who's Vilmaidon? Hang on, what on earth is going on? Something is working behind the scenes in Ferelden. The notes you have acquired from dead or terrified adventurers point to an ancient evil, or at least an ancient man telling stories of ancient evil. You have cause to speak with Vilmaidon. Do I? Hello, Mr. Maiden? I don't know why I'm here, but you might. And no response. Look, I want to discuss the stories of Gaxkang, whatever the hell Gaxkang is. Oh, we're allowed in. We can speak to this guy about Gaxkang.
Grey Warden, isn't it? Strange you would pour such a visit in a time of blight. I suppose I am used to inspiring a different kind of seeker.
Okay, what the hell have I stumbled into here? So, yes indeed. Apparently, the various adventurers I found dead in dungeons, you, like, send them to those dungeons? Which isn't really your fault, to be honest, but okay.
The adequate ones find the beacons, and then I find them. But you are already brighter than the signal at Ishal. Eyes are on you from a very high vantage, Grey Warden. I cannot hide in your wake, but I will not be a footnote. Witness Gaxkang!
What the cock is... What? Who's... Okay. So, let's just take stock here. This guy was a demon in disguise. Right, yeah. That was what was going on. And he was sending adventurers to die. I don't know why, but hopefully there'll be like a note on his body or something. Because not 100% sure I know what's going on here. So, okay. What can we do? Because I've got a good healer, but not much else. So, okay, just punch him in the face. And I'll get round the back of him, and it's going to be all absolutely fine, hopefully. Yeah, just give him a nice kick in the balls and drain, and okay, he's going to resist our whole lot because he's tough. But just keep on keeping on. Okay, Wynne, you should definitely be standing further back from where you are. Because, okay, he does have a sort of area thing. So we're going to want to be careful of that. And yes, Wynne is not so useful when it comes to various bits and pieces. So, okay, miasma, attack and defense. But you're using the song, right? Yes, you're singing right now. So that's all absolutely fine. We're already in haste mode, though. Apparently that drains mana really fast. So, Lifewood. Okay, protective ward on an ally. Restores health. Okay, you've already done that to Alistair, or rather you will do it. It's in your programming to do so. You could activate Cleansing Aura. That's sustained, so okay. Waves of healing energy. How about you just do that, and then just start healing these people, while we just stab this guy in the back, though he did just stagger us, which is unfortunate. Cone of Cold. Oh no, not Cone of Cold! Okay, someone else can do Cone of Cold and I can't. That's just bloody rude. Right, just stab this guy in the arse, and then deadly strike him, and then double strike him, and okay, he's got some healing on him. And I need you to maybe do some proper healing to Alistair, please. Thank you. Right, and Alistair, I need you to activate... Okay, Alistair can't activate Warcry. Oh no, he's just temporarily been horrid. It's all absolutely fine. We just need to keep stabbing this guy. I'm sure it's okay. Can we toss dirt in his eye? No, would you believe he could resist that? Yeah, this guy is very good at using effects. So, miasma, affliction, misdirection. So I can only hit on crits right now. Time remaining 17. Ouch. Okay, so basically I can barely hit him at this moment. Drop a bit of group healing, if you'd be so kind. Then maybe do yourself a big... No, not that. The little potions, please. Just down the little potions as much as you want to. But yeah, as long as I've got that hex on me, I can basically barely hit the guy, which is unfortunate. Yeah, he's really difficult to just touch at all. Okay. Well, you've not been hit by that. So, just hit him with, like, you know, arrow of slaying and whatnot. And don't forget, use the good poison. Then maybe wait until you're actually, like, you know, a little bit able to hit the damn bastards. Okay, my thing where I can only hit him if it's a crit has worn off. So let's get some good poison on my blade and now start... Oh, now we're paralysing him. Now we're going to paralyse him, and now we're going to flurry him, and if we're lucky, we could just start taking him down. I think he's paying attention to me right now, and while that's happening, you just keep doing some of that. You can't do anything right now. Alistair, I need you to draw some attention, please. Why are you not already taunting? Taunt straight away. Draw the attention, and oh yeah, he's being... Oh, I'm about to be hit by Cone of Cold. Honestly, that's... okay, I'm not sure I can heal that, but what can you do? He's taking a lot of damage. Cone of Cold does wear off pretty bloody fast, and I'm being healed by Wynne. Okay, we are struggling to get through this here, definitely, but we are starting to pierce his defenses. This fight has been going on for like 10 minutes straight. Thanks to Wynne, he can't kill us, but thanks to his ludicrous defense, blended with, yes, a huge amount of misdirection hexes, etc., I can't really take him down either. He is going down so slowly, but Wynne is just keeping us going, and I think we finally... Okay, he's dead. Leliana went down eventually, because for some reason he decided she was the primary target. But, okay, we killed Gaxkang the Unbound. I don't know who Gaxkang the Unbound was, precisely, but we killed him. So, hooray for us, I guess. Although I will say, that looks like a really nice shield. And a really bloody good sword, too. Chainmail seems a bit underwhelming, to be honest. Oh, and I wanted money. He just had a giant pile of money. So that's good. And mage gloves that give 5% bonus damage to cold. Morrigan may already have better than that on her wrists. We'll have to check. Oh, Alistair, buddy, you are just swimming in really damn good swords these days. So yeah, the Keening Blade is just better in terms of raw damage and armor penetration and attack and cold damage. Like, that's hugely powerful. I'll give you. It means he is giving up a tiny bit of health regen. But I feel like that much damage, I can't turn my nose up at that. Especially as I can't use it, as the strength is too high. Though I was thinking, Duncan's sword is only 25 strength. I could take that. I could get myself up to that pretty easily. And then use that in my primary hand and dagger in my offhand. Because that'd be a big increase in my amount of base damage. Plus, Duncan's sword comes with, yeah, cunning, which is useful. Willpower, which is useful. I will be giving up, yeah, dexterity. And Duncan's dagger is... Then again, Duncan's dagger would be staying in my offhand. So really what I'd be giving up would be the dagger Dragonbone, which is fine, but doesn't really provide any benefit aside from 3 slots. So, yeah, I can see myself boosting my strength to 25 just so I can start using Duncan's swords. And Alistair can, yeah, he can just have that. He can have the Keening sword. It sounds pretty damn good. And the shield is just, yeah, basically his existing shield, but way better. Loads of stamina regen, bonus to, yeah, healing effects, because he gets healed a lot. So, there you go. You've now got a little wolf shield. Okay, so Gaxkang was just an unbound revenant, and we've got rid of him. That's it. That's the story done. Okay, I was just trying to walk to, yeah, the next area. But I've been stopped by an area with, uh-oh. Is this one of those phylacteries that generates a giant demon? Because we just fought a giant demon. I've had enough of that today. Yeah, dark shapes swirling around slip of paper, etc. Well, this appears to be part of a random event. If I leave this now, I might never get to see it again. So, okay, let's smash this demon. And on this occasion, it is, yes, just another revenant. Sometimes they've got friends. Do you have friends, or are you just chilling out by yourself? Okay, best as I can tell, just chilling out by himself today. Lovely. Oh yeah, I feel like this guy's supposed to be hard, but unfortunately next to Gaxkang, he ain't nothing. And also John is just paralysing him constantly, which is kind of hilarious actually. So John's just getting in such a dumb number of strikes, he's going down in no time at all. Oh, you poor revenant bastard. Alright, you didn't sign up for this today, but John's at triple paralysed rune. Okay, Alistair, that was just kill stealing. That was blatantly mine. Right, and hopefully, at this place over here, this should be the last of the couriers, right? No, there's one more. That's unfortunate, because I don't know where the last one is in that case. I thought I'd been everywhere. I'm guessing one might be in the alienage, which I still can't get into, unfortunately. Okay, well, I've got one to turn in anyway. Oh, only 2 gold for that. Dear oh flippin' dear. Still, we're back up to a decent 13 gold, so that's nice at least.
I think I owe you an explanation for what happened earlier.
Here we go. So. Yes, indeed. Go on. What's happening?
You should know that something happened to me at the tower before you came along. You spoke to Petra, did you not? She told you I saved her from a demon. I did, but I did not survive that encounter.
Okay, so it sounds like it's worse than she's old. Are you a zombie? Is that a thing in Dragon Age? Can people just walk around as corpses?
No, I'm not undead. If I were a possessed walking corpse and could still think, I'd kill myself. I engaged a very powerful demon to rescue Petra. It sapped me of all my energy and will and left me drained. It took everything I had to defeat it. And when I was done, I no longer had the strength to keep my heart beating. I remember my life ebbing away. Everything receded from me. Sound, light. I remember being enveloped in complete, impenetrable darkness. And then I sensed a presence enfolding me and cradling me, whispering quietly to me. The sensation is impossible to describe. I was being held back, firmly but gently, as a mother would a child, eager to slip from her grasp. I felt life and warmth flowing through my veins again. I began to be aware of small sounds and the discomfort of my hip pressing into the cold stone of the tower floor.
Okay, so you're not dead at all. That was just a really dramatic way of saying you had a near-death experience. Okay, well that was needlessly dramatic, Wynne.
The Fade contains spirits both benevolent and malicious. The benevolent spirits seldom make themselves known, because they want nothing from mortals, unlike the demons. It was one of these spirits that saved me. Without it, I would be dead. And it has not left me. It is with me, even now, bonded to me. You see, I am supposed to be dead. It is the spirit that is keeping me in this world. And this is not the way of things. Perhaps the spirit did not expect this, but it is weakening gradually. I am living on borrowed time.
Okay, so... right. How long have we got? Though really what I want to ask is, why? Is there precedent for this? Do spirits just save people for specific reasons? But, okay, how long have we got?
I do not know. I can feel when the spirit weakens, so I should have fair warning. But come, let us not talk about this. There is time yet.
Okay, interesting. Here we go, that's opened up some new options, or rather, one rather useful one. Why? Why is the spirit helping you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams, because I knew they were there.
Okay, so, yeah. plenty of talk so far about how evil demons kind of stalk people's dreams, and that's how they get you, because, yeah, dreaming and dying is the same thing in this universe, kind of. But, yeah, you didn't have demons, you had the good spirits.
I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Okay, so she's got a guardian angel, basically.
I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
Okay, so this is interesting, but I don't see how it fits into a mission. She died, but is being kept with us by a guardian angel. It'll be with her for some time, but not that long, so I don't know what I do with this information aside from say, that's interesting.
But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life. Made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
There we go. That wasn't that hard, was it, Wynne? We could have just started with that. Alright, where do we go? How many balls?
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Aneirin. He was my first apprentice. Aneirin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
Okay, so, yeah, from speaking to the Dalish elves, I can understand why, sure.
I was his mentor, an authority figure. He can't have liked me very much. What Aneirin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home, time to emerge from his shell, so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him, too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential, just to be difficult.
Okay, so once upon a time, Wynne was very different. She was a very impatient and bad teacher.
Oh, age and wisdom have mellowed me. I was quite different back then. Much more unforgiving. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
Okay, so I'm guessing he's still around somewhere, and we might be able to help you make some amends.
Aneirin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Oh, so maybe not in that case.
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
Okay, so if he is still out there, how would we find him?
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed Aneirin. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes. And the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Okay, well, we know where they are. How about we just head over there and ask some questions? Oh, something on the way, mind. Ooh, and a cutscene. Okay, something a bit more significant than just some darkspawn on this occasion. No, never mind, it's just some darkspawn on this occasion. Just a really super fancy one. Okay, hang about. Oh, well, la-di-da, she's got a special plotline in her spellbook. So, okay, disorientates nearby enemies. Well, that's nice. I don't know why she's got that. Possibly because we're doing her mission. I don't know. I mean, honestly, Wynne, best thing you could probably do is, yeah, the old trick with the earthquake. Just earthquake this lad, just to keep him nice and busy and disorientated. Meanwhile, we'll just take out the rest of them. So, yes, how about you do a big scattershot over there, while me and Alistair start heading in this direction to knock out these bastards. Though, to be honest, I feel like we could just split up and deal with this as much as we want to. So, alright, just get over to here, over to you. Excuse me, there. Okay, well, some of them are just flipping ignoring me. Well, that's just bloody rude. Okay, John, toss a nice little flask over to these two lads, if you be so kind. Oh, now that'll do. That's pretty good, right there. Wynne, just start knocking some people down. If you can, knock down that guy, please. And boom. Leliana could, in theory, do something. Yeah, she's got arrows to disrupt spellcasting, but I feel like, to be honest, everyone's kind of dying already, so I'm not too worried. Just drop a big heal, and John can just get over up to the top and take care of this nonsense. And Wynne, why did you just die? Bloody useless. Oh yeah, this little Omega. I ain't so worried about him, actually. He's going down pretty fast, as it turns out. Oh dear. Oh, you poor lad. You've come to the wrong neighborhood now. Now all your friends are dead. You're in a lot of bloody trouble, matey. Oh dear. And now he doesn't have a head.
That was interesting. And draining.
Oh, this was a sort of plot thing for Wynne. So, yes, I know you're dying, but now you've got special magic plot powers. Which is nice, though I didn't actually use it, because, to be honest, I'd rather you were just a healer. Like, you staggering large piles of enemies didn't really strike me as that useful.
I called forth the spirit that sustains me, so that it could lend us aid. I did not realize it would take this much out of me. It seemed a good idea at the time, if a little rash. I think it may have weakened the spirit a little.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're heading towards a tragic ending where, at some point towards the end of the game, Wynne's going to sacrifice herself. Got it. Given her mission isn't about not dying, it's just about, you know, settling her affairs before she does. Right, no more trouble on the way, but handful of statues just got me enough codex entries to push me over to the next level, which is magnificent. So, yes indeed. Okay. If I was to spend 2 entire levels, putting my strength up towards 25, because it's got to be base strength, not anything else, then I could use a really good sword, but is that really worth it? Okay, maybe down the line. For now, I'm going to stick with my daggers. Here we go. Assassin. I can take this immediately, so critical chance up, really good. Dexterity up, really good. So yeah, cunning is like how much damage I do. Dexterity is a chance to hit. So both of them being spectacular is... oh yeah, here we flippin' go. This is... this I've been looking forward to. And also, while I'm standing right here, I'm going to take a tiny bit of survival. Because, just realised, I did never help that poor woman with her reindeer. And with survival 1, maybe I can do something. Okay, but this is where things start getting really tough, because I've just unlocked the final duelist. So that is pinpoint strike, and that is, oh blimey, guaranteed crits. Now that means if I run into a demon who uses whatever it was, hexaphalia misdirection, I could just bypass it, because I could guarantee everything is a crit, which is pretty bloody exciting. Alternatively, Mark of Death. So, yes, I've seen that being used by Zev, and then exploit weakness. So, during backstabs, oh, it's gotta be that, though. Not only am I taking Mark of Death right now, the Tome of Physical Techniques. Use that, and that should give me, boom, 1 additional skill point. So straight on to the next. So now my backstabs gain additional damage based on cunning, and next time they can start doing bleeding damage, and I'm just stabbing constantly, so presumably that's a huge increase in power right there. Also, can I help out the woman with the reindeer now? She was down here, right? Unfortunately, still no. Dear oh dear. I'm going to take more survival and come back for you later. I am going to make this happen. Okay, so we don't know where the lad we're looking for is, but apparently Saril is the right person to start with, at least.
Aneirin Atishan, Grey Warden. Join us at the fire if you like, but haven't you got a war to get to?
No. Loyalty missions to do first, just in case it makes a difference between somebody dying and not.
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Aneirin the healer?
You know Aneirin?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Aneirin.
Ah, it makes sense. Aneirin said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
Okay, not precisely, but yeah, Wynne knows him at the bare minimum.
If you seek Aneirin, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
Alright, so we know where we need to go. He's somewhere out in the forest.
You were the Grey Warden who broke the curse. I demand to know what happened to the werewolves. Where did they go?
Oh, okay. I was just coming out into the forest to find what's-his-face, but, I've just been confronted by some very angry elves, and, yeah, curse was broken. You're welcome.
That makes no difference. Those monsters killed my husband. They killed so many of my people. They have Dalish blood on their hands. If they are human once more, that shall make it all the easier to take vengeance for their crimes. Tell me where they are.
Oh, bloody hell, right. So we got someone who's very stabby here today, and let's see if we can just persuade them to stand down. Alright, Zafrian wanted vengeance, kinda ended up with him being dead. So take that as the veiled threat it is.
It destroyed him. Yes, perhaps you speak wisely. If they are gone and never return here, then perhaps it is better to let it simply end there. We will go back to the camp, then. Thank you for your words. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. It belonged to my husband, and I cannot carry it any longer.
Okay, now that was good. Nice easy resolution there. Also, thank you to the person who mentioned in the comments, yes, you can arrange items by newest. So, when the game gives you something, and you have no bloody clue what it is, just do that. Then you can find out. So, it's a ring, it gives me cunning, abso-bloody-lutely. Okay, the downside is I'm not seeing a single quest marker in either side of the forest. So, okay. I guess we're just going to have to search the place. I've already cleared it of all enemies, so it can't take that long just to double check. Oh, well. Step 1, there's just some blood mages in the forest now, having a lovely rave. Though, I'm going to be honest, guys, I bet you don't have a license for this dance party, do you? Well, I'm going to be honest, the Templar look very dimly on that sort of a thing. Oh yeah, they went down no trouble, kind of embarrassingly squishy, just run up to them, stab them a bit. No trouble there at all. Ah, and speak of the devil.
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
Aneirin?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynne?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Now, it is getting late and you have much to do. You should be on your way.
Okay, so that was a much simpler resolution than I was expecting. Good. Hopefully that's peace for Wynne. Though, just incidentally, if you're a good enough healer that they left you for dead, but you lived, could you maybe sort out Wynne? Because she's actually proper dead. So we're gonna need one hell of a healer, but it sounds like you might be a lad who's up for the job.
No, we've spent enough time on my personal affairs. It is time for us to move on.
Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you, Aneirin.
And on you.
Okay, so that's nice. That was a lovely resolution, though to be honest, only +4. Seems like a weirdly small amount for what just happened, but okay. And you know what, Wynne? You don't have a necklace right now, so you can have this and... to be honest, it's not great. It's not the best thing I've ever seen, but I guess it's okay. Okay, so that's Alistair and Wynne taken care of. Still no movement on Leliana though, so okay, might need to investigate what we need to do with her a little bit more, but we've made some progress. Next time, ladies and gentlemen, I would say, after many attempts and much failure, we need to take out a dragon. I need to make it work, alright? We're going back to Flemeth, and we are going to kill her. Alright, we are going to prove we know how to kill a dragon, and that's going to make Morrigan really happy. And if we can, yes, Leliana, we need to sort you out too. So, more companions as need helping out yet, but I'd say today we have made a very good start indeed. So, next time, dragon fights and me almost certainly being eaten by a dragon a few more times. Hopefully, you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been Dragon Age Origins. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Oh, also, apparently you've either got a girlfriend or a daughter. Hopefully
That's
a girlfriend.
my girlfriend.
Really, hopefully a girlfriend. No! Stop walking around! Just stay still! Just stay still!
I don't know!
Stop doing laundry! There we go! How are you so bad at escaping from prison?